Hello and welcome to the ARMS EU PR Invitational number 8. This is your host, Matthias Wolfrock, and I'm very sorry that I'm late. I had to redo a little bit of the password things that I needed to do with everything with Twitch. But we are good, we are okay, and we are almost ready to start. Here we have 8 of the best players in Europe today with us. And they are going to fight it out for a prize pot of minimum 100 euros. Prize pot that you can contribute right now. I don't have the link to it, but you can contribute. There it is. I am so excited to see what those players have in store for us today. We have Riffer, Eloria, Iceman, Izzy, Grimwood, Yoshi Bowser, Replicant, and Mr. Adol. But enough waffling. Let's get right into things with our first match of the day with Replicant versus Mr. Adol. So we are getting started right now. We are doing the bans. We are waiting on the first match to start, and we will soon be set for the PR Invitational. Now, of course, we are expecting Replicant to go Lollipop, Mr. Adol to go Dr. Cole, but this is more indicative than anything else. This is just for the show. And it seems that our first match of the day will be on DNA Lab. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Right into it once I start the game. So yeah, what a first match obviously to begin with. Like we're going to have a lot of quality matches today. But the fact that we have Replicant and Mr. Adol today is amazing. And yeah, obviously the character picks are expected. And right now, we're very much open with Replicant playing Lollipop with Popper and the Fun Shock, but we have Mr. Adol with the Cool Ring and the Toaster getting that first grab of the game. Of the day. And Replicant already on the back foot, but slowly coming back, getting those hits on Mr. Adol. Both have rush. And I should probably save my voice for later. I have no need to shout. This is the start, okay? This is the very start of the tournament. We're in that first round. And yeah, right now, distance game is in place. Mr. Adol making sure to keep Replicant at bay far away from him. Trying to go for that grab, but unfortunately misses. Meanwhile, Replicant trying to find an opening to get in. The shield is low on Mr. Adol's side. Toaster arm is weak. But Mr. Adol will be able to find that first round. And of course, welcome to everyone, to all of our viewers from all over the globe. You're about to see some of the best ARMS play that Europe has to offer. Better beware. And Mr. Adol switching already to the Tri-Blast. Meanwhile, we have a nade on Replicant. And we're already seeing a different match from the previous round. Replicant getting that rush, getting Adol to the second quarter of his health. But Mr. Adol will be able to respawn right back, getting some of that health back on Replicant. And yeah, the explosions are just everywhere right now. This is a minefield for both players. Mr. Adol is going to be very careful about that nade coming in his way. But the Tri-Blast, the triple Tri-Blast, so good at poking as well. Such an efficient arm to do so. Mr. Adel in critical. Both players once again have rush. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mr. Adel to use it right there in order to seal the round off. But he will get that Tri-Blast here. And the grab, I don't think it's enough to kill, it isn't. But the rush will be busted out. It will be blocked by Replicant, but now Replicant does no longer have the advantage, and this is a draw situation potentially. Last hit situation. Who will come out on top? Neither. But I think Replicant has had just enough health to be above. What a start! No draw. No draw. I was certain there was going to be a draw with lost HP, but no, the game decided otherwise and gave the win to Replicant. And as we're getting into round 3, we're going back into a more distance game. A distance game that right now Mr. Adel is winning and is getting that grab as well. 150 clean damage. Look at all these punches coming Replicant's way. Another grab from Mr. Adel. Another grab, but this one misses. The rush is going to get blocked once again, but the shield is low on Replicant's side. Replicant going for a rush of his own, but it will be blocked as well. Now Mr. Adel has a low shield. And he's going to get frozen here. The nade is coming his way. Mr. Adel is applying the pressure as well. This is a very back and forth game right now. This is so tense. We don't know what's going to happen, but Mr. Adel is going to be able to deflect, but not going to be able to land the rush. It could be anyone's game at this point. Replicant with a slight lead. Mr. Adel in critical. We are slowly... Mr. Adel getting those crucial hits on Replicant, but Replicant's going to be able to... No! He's going to get that rush kicked out of him. And once again, we are in chip situation. This is going to be a KO. And first game goes to Mr. Adel. Jesus! Calm down! This is the first game! This is the first game! This is the very first game, like, we're going so fast into this. Also, I do have some audio issues, so I'm going to lower the game audio right now. There we go, that should be better. And yeah, we are waiting for game 2 right now, but what a game 1! What a game 1! It seems that we're going to have the run back on DNA Lab. But yeah, we are going straight into round 2, and if this first game is any indication of how the entire Invitational is going to go, we are in for a treat. And yeah, obviously no character changes here. We're going into game 2. We have Replicant with a slight health lead very early in this matchup, but it can change very quickly. He did go with the Hydra, which I won't complain about. This is a very anti-coil arm. This is probably one of the best arms to deal with coil just because of that anti-air property. I mean, that's just what happens, you know? Just what happens. But yeah, so far, Replicant with a comfortable lead. Managing to keep Mr. Adel at bay, playing with the pillars and with Lola's own defensive capabilities to make sure to not get hit that much. And it seems that Replicant has adapted very well to Mr. Adel's playstyle so far. A few arms are going to clip right through Mr. Adel's left arm, but Mr. Adel right now is on last hit situation. He is at 9 seconds. Yeah, I don't think there was much that Mr. Adel could do there, unless he wanted to bust out the rush. Which means we're going straight to round 2 now. With Replicant having the advantage. A much different game than game 1. And Mr. Adel is going to bust the rush right away. But it's going to get blocked once again by Replicant masterfully. And once again, Replicant very happy to play that distance game with Mr. Adel. And now he's going in for a rush. He's going to get a clean 280 damage. Not that damaging of a rush, but still very good damage. Putting him in a very comfortable position. And yeah, right now, we do have both players very happy with the distance game they're playing right now. Mr. Adel is going to be able to find that charged Tri-Blast though. Going to get another hard knockdown. And he's going to be able to catch Replicant just barely with the rush as well. Putting him back into the lead, but Replicant going to strike back right then with the Hydra. Still, this is very back and forth at the moment. Replicant trying to find those Hydra hits. Trying to make sure that they hit. But unfortunately he's going to get caught here by the second Tri-Blast from Mr. Adel. The rush is going to get blocked. And suddenly Mr. Adel has the lead. But his arm is going to get broken. I think Replicant... Yeah, Replicant made it! There is going to be one on the board for Replicant as well. Which means we are going to game 3. We are going to game 3 and what I'm looking at is... let me look at chat. We're waiting on Mr. Adel's counterpick, which is going to be crucial in this matchup. Replicant obviously banning Mausoleum because this stage can be very polarizing in a coil matchup. But we are going to go to Buster Beach. And the slopes and the platform could be very advantageous for Coil, since she doesn't really have to care about that. And yeah, that means we do have a round 3 right now. Mr. Adel still with his trusty set from the beginning. Replicant not changing either. Like, we do have the Hydra still on board. Why change? Why fix it? What ain't broke? You know. And yeah, once again we are in a situation where we are playing a little bit of the distance game. Mr. Adel trying to come in here, but not going to be able to find much. He's going to get knocked down here though by Replicant. And so far we have a very even beginning of game 3. But the rush is going to be blocked here. Shield is low on Mr. Adel, could break at any moment. And Mr. Adel is going to bust out the rush of his own, and it's going to get blocked as well. Replicant jumping right out of it. Trying to catch Mr. Adel off guard, but it's not going to work. But the grab is going to work from Mr. Adel though. Mr. Adel finally managing to get some more knockdowns on Replicant. Now in a very comfortable position, and he's going to back down right into the corner here. Trying to play more distant. And yeah, 8 seconds left on the board. Unless Replicant wants to bust out rush, I think this round goes to Mr. Adel. And yeah, even the grab here isn't going to do enough to save Replicant the round. Now game 2, we do have Mr. Adel going with the Cracker. Interesting choice here. I like the Cracker, it's an interesting... Oh, ooh, and the parry into grab. Catching Replicant at the end of his rush. Very well played from Mr. Adel. He's going to bust out the rush of his own, but this one isn't going to land. Replicant trying to punish, but unfortunately going to get punished himself with the end of the rush. Right, and right now Replicant has a slight lead. He's going to get the freeze as well on Mr. Adel. Not going to be able to continue the chain though. Mr. Adel gonna be able to catch that sidestep very well with the Cracker. The Cracker is a pretty fast arm. Definitely not the fastest in the game, but it's still a very good poke on still. Ooh, the third rush of Replicant is going to drop. Unfortunately, not getting the full damage, but still some very respectable damage. And Mr. Adel right now is applying the pressure on Replicant in the corner. This could be the comeback he needed, and he's going to bust out the rush, and it's going to land. This is going to be game 2, Mr. Adel. And I'm not sure if this is best of 3 or best of 5 today. I'm not completely sure. I'm waiting on the TOs to tell me. I'm assuming best of 3. Yeah, this seems to have been best of 3, so congratulations to Mr. Adel moving on in the bracket. Can I refresh that? Do I need to refresh that? New tech, you know. It happens. But yeah, congratulations to Mr. Adel and that first game. Jesus, that first game. What a way to start it, honestly. That was such a down-to-the-wire first game. And then we had some back and forth in the second and third game. Just everything we like to see. But yeah, I'm not completely sure if this is best of 5 or best of 3. It seems that Replicant and Adel understood best of 3. We are waiting on word from from the TOs right now to double check. Okay, so it is best of 5, apparently, according to Riffer. It's okay, we'll just welcome the players back into the lobby and get back into it. This is fine, We're working things out. Get back in everyone, get back in! Get back in, everyone. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Game isn't done yet. So yeah, we do have both players back in. Everything is fine. We're going to get our best of 5. So yeah, apparently the entire bracket is best of 5. So, you know, good for everyone. Better consistency. And just more matches for the players to enjoy. Which, I mean, we're all here for it, right? We're all here to see some good ARMS action. And yeah, it's definitely we're definitely going into fall. So let me just light up my light real quick. There we go. And we're ready to start back on DNA Lab. So it was 1-2 to Mr. Adel. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And yeah, going into game 4. This might... I actually think this might be a little bit different now. Because we've had that break, you know. Which, obviously, the rhythm is a little bit lost. But the momentum is still definitely in favor of Mr. Adel right now. Sorry for the confusion, everyone. And yeah, the Cracker is very good arm, I feel like, in this situation against Replicant, in order to catch these little slip-ups that can be had, especially on a very defensive character like Lolopop. I feel like this is a very good arm to catch off guard. Still, right now, rushes are not going to connect. We're going to play the game without the rushes, and Replicant is in the lead right now. Ooh, and what a long-range grab from Replicant to seal that game out. I wasn't ready to see that one connect, honestly. But very nicely done. Mr. Adel going with the toaster. Still. Going with the Kuro ring as well, like going back to its roots, to his roots. And Replicant gonna be able to find that rush this time. Replicant in a very comfortable situation right now. Going back to play the distance game. Hiding behind that pillar, but that pillar isn't going to hold for that long. It's going to go down so easily. And Mr. Adel is going to be able to find a rush of his own with 345 damage. Massive damage. But Mr. Adel manages to make up the deficit right now. Yeah, I feel like Adel's getting some really good catches, honestly, right now with the Cooler Ring. Able to very much limit Replicant's movement. Although from that far off in the field, it's still going to be very difficult to contain a character like Lolopop. Mr. Adel going for the very long range grab. Not going to get anything out of it though. And we do have Replicant managing to punish with the rush here. Now getting back in the lead. And just getting the point. We're now 2-2 on the scoreboard. Which means we are going to game 5. Some very intense sets right now. I'm sorry, I gotta drink a lot today. Bit thirsty, to be fair. Yeah, we are going into game 5. Mausoleum is banned once again. And we're going back to the beach. Yeah, very good adaptation by Replicant. Both players not too bothered by this rule mix-up. Which is nice to see. Because we want to see both players at full capacity, you know, full power. But then again, it's the beginning of the tournament. They're gonna go slowly power up as the tournament goes on. So we'll see. Yeah, Replicant taking the corner in this first interaction. A little bit stuck here. Mr. Adel trying to get in, but not finding any way to get in on Replicant right now. Although he does have him in the corner. Replicant's going to slightly escape here. And is going to be able to block the rush. Mr. Adel with the patience, but Replicant's still not going to drop that shield. Ooh, and a very good grab catch here by Mr. Adel. Replicant responding with a rush of his own. And this one lands, it's going to do 315 damage. Right now, Mr. Adel is on the back foot. He's on last HP. Gonna get that hard knockdown on Replicant. Again! Ooh, and Replicant is completely stuck in the corner. And now Mr. Adel has the lead, I think. Very hard to tell with those 5 HP leads. The Replicant's gonna be able to take the point. Very close match for that game 5. Mr. Adel, not sure what to go for. He's on his last leg before going into loser's bracket. Gonna be able to find the deflect and find the rush that lands 355 damage. Very, very solid damage right now on Replicant. The Replicant gonna be able to deflect that, but unfortunately not finding the full rush here. Mr. Adel's gonna fall out of it and be able to block before it ends. Both players playing the distance game. Playing pretty much from each opposite side of the stage. Replicant now stuck in the corner. Gonna have to find a way out of it. Not really willing to, but the shield is low. Not gonna be able to do much more about that. He's slowly finding his way out of the corner. But Mr. Adel said, no, we want you in the corner. Replicant gonna be able to punish that foolhardy attempt, though, at hitting. And yeah, once again, both players very happy to play the distance game. Mr. Adel going for that long range grab, but it's not just going to be far enough that it's going to miss. Replicant finding those good pokes with the tri-bolt as well. Rush is blocked. 7 seconds on the clock. Can Mr. Adel make something happen? I do not think so. Yes, indeed, Replicant will be able to take that first match in the end. Very well played from Replicant. A little bit of luck, obviously, since both players didn't know it was best of 5, so we were almost going to, you know, move on. But, yeah, good job to Replicant taking the set. And, very, very close match. Very close first match, honestly. Which is what we like to see. And now it seems we are getting ready to have Iceman versus Izzy. Just let me set that up for you. Indeed. We're going to have Iceman versus Izzy. Iceman is the first in the ring. Probably going to use Min Min as always. Izzy with the Dr. Coil, the other player from the Dr. Coil invasion force of Europe. Very scary to go against. My gosh, Izzy, you can't just call yourself choke in the lobby. Like, I know you got, like, what, 6-0, 6-1? I don't remember. Last EUAC by Riffer, but please. You can't just do that. You can't just... I mean, I guess you can, but you can't. And yeah, we are getting started. We are going for it. And we are ready to go. And the first match will be on Mausoleum. So definitely a good stage, I feel like, for Dr. Coil. But we shall see. Also, I forgot to reset the score. There we go. That's better. Still getting used to the new software. Sorry about that. Ooh, and so far lots of trading happening in this first exchange. I like Iceman's buff on the Dragon Arm if you can get it set up, because that buff is going to be ginormous when it comes Cho's way. Well, Izzy's way, I should say. Like, look at that hitbox. That giant hitbox. The giant fist comes your way. What do? Nothing, apparently. Iceman going to make quick work of that first game. Huh? And yeah, it's going to be crucial for Izzy not to let Iceman set up that Dragon Arm, because I feel like once Iceman had the Dragon Arm, it was pretty much round over. But he will be able to find the rush though. Not going to be able to get the full rush, unfortunately. But still some very good damage to have. Very good grab as well from Izzy. Finding those toaster hits. Seeing lots of toasters on Coil, honestly, today, which makes sense, you know, with the third arm and everything. Coil can outpunch pretty much anyone in the cast, so not too surprised to see the toaster come in. But still, Iceman going for rush of his own, but Izzy is going to be able to punish with his rush. Her rush. Sorry about that. Izzy, I'm sorry for misgendering you. Just the heat of the action. I'll be better. Yeah, Izzy getting those first opening hits in the third round. Already getting Iceman to half almost. And yeah, now we're seeing the little bit of the distance game. Izzy trying to get in on Iceman, but not getting much. Iceman is going to get that grab though, which is going to be huge for him. And now you've got the giant fist coming Izzy's way. The arm is going to be weak though. Izzy finding the rush, managing to disable that dragon arm just barely. This could be Izzy's chance now. Iceman is on last hit after all. Iceman going for a rush of his own. Is that going to kill? Not quite. Izzy on the last hit. But she's going to manage to take that first game right away. Izzy securing the first game in a very close round 3. Very well played from both players. And yeah, it would seem that the decision has been made to go to sparring ring. And I can see Iceman wanting a more offensive stage. Ooh, and the Ribbon Girls coming out. The Iceman Ribbon Girls coming out on the sparring ring. There is a plan at play right now. And already, I mean, I definitely like the Tri-Blast on Iceman right now. Very fast arm. Going to be very hard to dodge on sparring ring, even for a Dr. Coil. Meanwhile, Izzy is still with the tried and true strategy, tried and tested strategy of using the Hydra and the Toaster right now, but unfortunately not going to be able to find any hits right now though. Fortunately, the rush is going to miss from Iceman, but it's going to take until second 54 to actually get a hit on that very, very dodgy Ribbon Girl. We're back into neutral position. Iceman gets the hard knockdown. Punches are flying. And Iceman gets the first round in the second game. And we're straight into round 2. Izzy is going to have a lot of work to do, but still sticking to the same strategy. She's not going to be able to live for very long though if she keeps staying in the corner like that though. Ooh, and the rush confirmed from Iceman's going to land just barely before Izzy hits the ground. Very nicely done from Iceman, who's now in a very comfortable position to win this game. The counter pick so far definitely paying off for Iceman. I'm also very impressed by Iceman's dodges in this matchup, honestly. Because despite Izzy being able to send so many hitboxes Iceman's way, he still manages to dodge on one of the smallest stages in the game. And with such grace, this is impressive. This is impressive. And that does mean we are going into game 3. Straight back to Mausoleum. The Ribbon Girl is going to stay in. I don't think Ribbon Girl is bothered too much by the trampoline, honestly. But that does mean that Izzy is going to have an easier time potentially dodging everything Iceman has to offer. But right now it's not looking much different than the sparring ring round, honestly. Izzy's getting hit by everything right now. And Iceman just has more space to dodge. Gonna get hit there, but still. Yeah, Izzy, she's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. But I do think she has a better advantage in the if she can get in, honestly, right now. With that Ribbon Girl just being able to dodge everything. Ooh, but a very good punish! Very good counter rush from Izzy there. Managing to get back the lead. A very crucial swing in momentum indeed. Although we have lots of trading right now happening. Not in the traditional sense, but still. Lots of clashes. And Izzy's gonna be able to take that first round with a very well timed rush. And right now I feel like Iceman is trying the same strategy again. But Izzy's definitely feeling herself, I feel like, after that round. Ooh, and a rush snipe as well! Izzy in a very good position right now. Got Iceman in the corner, per se, on the wall, and gonna get the full rush as well. However, the pokes are going to get to Izzy. Slowly but surely, Iceman starting to make up the deficit. Both players closing in on rush as well. Izzy's gonna get it first. Iceman's gonna get it as well. Slightly to Izzy. But the hard knockdown from the explosion as well. What I like as well when watching high-level arms is that you can see the power of walking. New players will tend to dash a lot, but walking is an extremely powerful tool. And Izzy is gonna be able to take that second game. Very well played, very consistent play, able to completely snuff out the rushes in this match. Very well played. And Iceman wants the run back on Mausoleum. I'm gonna be honest. I do not know what the plan is right now. Wait, did I see a... Oh my god, the Iceman coil. I was about to say, did I see a coil? I see the plan now. Iceman's gonna be fighting Izzy on her own terrain. Except Iceman does go with the full ice setup with the Ice Dragon and the Chiller. Unfortunately, right now it's not getting much done. Unless Iceman can find those very nice confirms and chains. Getting a lot of damage from that interaction. And I definitely feel like the ice chains are going to be crucial if Iceman wants to get that. Izzy, though, showing that she's no slouch. That she knows the Coiled Ditto matchup. But she's gonna get frozen here. Iceman going for rush. Izzy, very good patience, going to block all of it, but shield is going to be broken for a hard knockdown. Not going to matter much, though, in this situation. Ooh, very good rush here, deflecting the laser barely, and now Izzy has the lead. What a reversal. And a very nice Hydra hit to finish it off. Izzy, 1 round for moving on to winner semis. And already Izzy is showing that she wants in. She wants that round. She wants it right now. Iceman, though, did change to the Thunderbird. It's going to manage to catch a little bit of Izzy in that rush, but not all the rush is going to land. Izzy with a very good grab. In a very comfortable position as well with the rush advantage. And the lead in terms of health. Gonna get the full rush as well. Iceman in critical, this could be it. Unless Iceman can find an answer right now, I don't see how he can win the game. And no, he won't be able to win the game. Izzy taking this match 3-1 very convincingly, I must say. The Cold Ditto was not the answer. Yeah, that does mean Izzy is going to move on to winner semis. Going to fight against Riffer. While the other semifinals will be Grimwood versus Replicant. Meanwhile, we do have the losers bracket also happening in the background. And for the next match, we're going to go straight into Grimwood versus Replicant in winner semis. No time to lose. One of the English representatives, one of the English players is going to die today to the other. We don't know who yet. But this is technically the first team is it the first team kill? Yeah, it is. It is. It is the first team kill of this tournament, technically. We do have a German semifinals as well on the other side. Which is funny, honestly. But I am definitely curious to see what Grimwood has up his sleeve, because I feel like Grimwood is a little bit more unpredictable as well. Like, Iceman definitely went off script earlier, but yeah. I feel like if there's definitely a player that can play a little surprise, it's definitely Grimwood. Personally feeling like it at the very least. And if you were wondering when we were going to see Temple Grounds for the first time in this tournament, the time is now. The time is now. Winner semis, Grimwood versus Replicant. Yeah, Grimwood going with the Kablammer. Which is definitely an underrated arm, in my opinion. I love seeing the hammer arms. Because they're such odd picks, you know. But they have a very fun trajectory. Still, they're very hard to use efficiently. But Grimwood right now, showing that he can make it work, especially with that tri-bolt. Going for those slight confirms. Ooh, and Replicant's gonna get caught by the explosion of the Kablammer. As well. Not ready for it. Gonna get his rush snuffed out right out of him. Yeah, as I said, Grimwood is a bit of a wild card, so I like the Kablammer pick. The rush isn't going to connect, unfortunately. Like, Kablammer rush is going to be very slow. That does mean that Replicant has the rush advantage, though. And rush can pretty much plow through the pillars as well on temple grounds. They're not going to be much help. And yeah, the Fiend is going to be able to catch Grimwood off guard here, getting the full rush in. Which means it's going to give Replicant the first round of this winner semis. Grimwood sticking with the Kablammer, by the way. Kablammer nade. You definitely see something most of us don't. I feel like in this setup, in this Kablammer setup. Meanwhile, we do have Replicant with the Lockjaw, dishing out those projectiles like crazy. Like an absolute madman. But yeah, already we do have a very interesting match on our hands right now. Ooh, very nice nade hit from Grimwood. Grimwood's gonna back out here. Avoid all damage. And then slowly but surely trying to get back in on Replicant. This is still tough though, with that Lockjaw projectile coming at you. And then the punch, you know. Gonna have to be very wary of that. We were definitely struggling to get in, but still getting those nice hits in. And now Grimwood in max mode. Goes full charge. Going for the rush, but unfortunately gonna get punished by Replicant with his own rush. And that's going to be 102 Replicant. The clown is there, and the clown is not here to play. Yeah, very nicely done by Replicant. The game was pretty much going his pace the entire time. I will say that much. But I feel like Grimwood was attempting some weird stuff with the rush, with a very slow Kablammer rush. I will say that much. And it seems like Game 2 is going to go Buster Beach. So I do feel as well that Replicant has some very good awareness. in this matchup. And yeah, we are going to see Grimwood drop the Kablammer. Understandable, have a nice day. We do have Thunderbird on the deck though. And Grim, straight away, is going to get a grab on Rep. And I feel like right now Grim is almost willing to play the distance game with Replicant, which I'm not completely sure about, considering Lolopop's defensive tools. But yeah, Replicant still has very much the rhythm of the match in hand right now. Able to keep Grimwood at bay the entire time. Able to set up his own game plan very easily. Grimwood is pretty much here for the ride at this point. He does manage to get some hits in at some point. He does manage to snuff out the rush. This could be big. This could be very big. The Replicant's just going to throw the Phoenix at his face. Doesn't care. Big grab from Grimwood. Going for another one, but no, Replicant's gonna get his own grab. 10 seconds left on the clock, and yeah, the bird is going to finish it off here. And now we have Grim with Tribolt. Grim definitely going with new setups, I will say, every match, so that's nice to see. Of course, Tribolt Nade is still very powerful setup, and I feel a little bit more common than the setups he's used before. But it definitely shows that it is working out. The Tribolt is working out right now, getting a lot of stun on Replicant. He's not finding any confirms off of it. And yeah, Replicant's just going to go for Rush to deflect all of that. Gonna be able to find the full damage of it as well. But the nade from Replicant is also very good at catching the deflect of Max Brass. Very big grab for Grimwood. Who's not in critical yet, by the way. You'd think so, but no. He's one hit away from critical. And he's going to be able to find that round as well. So we are going into round 3. And Replicant going for the full fire setup this time. Recognizing that the nade wasn't doing as much as it originally did. So he's just going for Hydra. And here's a very good stun confirm from Grimwood as well. But he is stuck in the corner. What will he do? Slowly sidestep out of the corner. Trying to get a Replicant in it with the grab, but Replicant's going to be able to punish that attempt with the rush. Not going to get full damage though. Now Replicant is in the back corner. Grimwood trying to get in. He's in. He's going for rush, but he's going to get snuffed out by Replicant. Rep recognizing the situation and able to snuff it out last second. And a very good grab as well by Replicant. Bird in the face. Grimwood one hit away from dying. But the armor is not going to save him from that. That is going to be 2-0 to Replicant. But yeah, Grimwood definitely experimenting today. Definitely going for the new stuff. Mostly. Trying to surprise us. And maybe surprise their opponent, but Replicant just said no. We don't do that here. I'm not gonna let you surprise me. I'm just not. We're not. Okay. Maybe the surprise with the twin tail. I see that chakram as well. I see that chakram. I don't know if it's going to come out right now. No, we're just going to go double roaster. Pretty much going for straight up punches. Replicant going to try and keep that twin tail at bay with the lockjaw on temple grounds. And yeah, we are in the poke game right now. We're slowly but surely maneuvering around the pillar. The pillar is down. Like, the temple ground pillars are very fragile. Much more fragile, I feel like, than DNA Labs pillars. So they're not going to protect you from for long. Grimwood's left arm is weak. Gonna slowly get back up though. With a few dashes as well. But yeah, I almost feel like Grimwood's Twin Tail is better suited at playing the slower game that Replicant has imposed for most of the game. Grim's gonna get that rush as well, which is going to be huge. But Rep does have rush advantage. He may choose to use it, but unfortunately it's going to get blocked. Lockjaw's going to get that last hit, but it's not going to be enough. And now Grimwood is almost at full rush going to round 2. While Replicant just wasted a rush pretty much. Now Replicant trying to jump around very much, a lot. At that moment where it was like, no grounded game, we're just going in the air. And so far it's working out. Mixing up the ground and air options working out, and it's getting the full rush as well, 365 damage. Replicant was not happy with how this first round went. And decided to go full power. Is that a perfect? No, not quite. Maybe a little bit of chip damage. And yeah, Replicant quickly managing to adapt to Grimwood's Twin Tail. Making a statement here with almost a perfect. But Grimwood is not out of it yet. Gotta be very careful. Like, that lockjaw is scary, honestly. That lockjaw is just scary. With a very good stun confirmed by Grimwood. Huge damage here. 315. We'll slow down the Tribolt as well from Replicant. The Replicant's going to be able to get the rush of his own. That is 365 damage once again. Replicant on the back foot. Does have center stage though. He's going to slowly back out in the corner. This is dangerous. This is not where you want to be. Replicant back to the wall with 1 HP, and he's going to be very much killed. Grimwood is on the board. The Grimwood Twintel working out here. We did see Grimwood adopting Replicant's slower pace. Which also means we're going back to Temple, by the way. You just needed the character to do it, it seems. As we get ready for game 4 as well. Slowly but surely. But yeah, once again, Grimwood using those pillars very well, honestly. In this opening gambit. Both players have difficulties hitting each other. But Grimwood finding that Thunderbird hit, getting the full damage from it as well. One pillar is down. Both players have rush. We're in a very tense situation right now. With both players being pretty much unwilling to go in, but Replicant's going to go in first with that rush, 320 damage. Very well played. Ooh. Grimwood finding those Thunderbird hits for a large amount of damage. And it's going to be... Oof! The trade was not in Grimwood's favor, unfortunately, losing that rush in the process. This could be big for Replicant. This could be his moment to shine. He's going to have rush soon as well. Yeah, very poking game, honestly. Lots of poking going on. And Replicant's gonna bust out that rush to close out this round. Going to leave Grimwood one round down, but with almost full rush meter. But yeah, Replicant still intent on imposing his rhythm. He did switch to the Tribolt, but Grimwood's going to get the full confirm from that Tribolt. Ooh, he's not going to get the final hit though from the rush. That was interesting. I think it's just drifted left just enough, or Replicant drifted right just enough for it not to hit. Very good use of the Actress Aura as well. And yeah, we do have a very even game right now. Once again, lots of poking going on. Neither player really wants to go in. Grimwood is going to get the lead in that interaction as well. But he's definitely looking for a lot of Tribolt hits. Because in the end, those are going to let him more damage if he can confirm them. Replicant on one hit away from dying. And he's gonna do just that. The dying. And going into round 3, we do have Replicant going straight for the rush. Gonna be able to win that rush exchange against Grimwood as well. Very solid play by Replicant. Replicant already doing a great job at dodging everything that's coming his way. He's gonna get hit there, but Overall, very great job at dodging. And the nade! The nade, man! The nade! The nade wants to kill! Ripple, like, honestly, I've seen a lot of nading. Ooh, but Grimwood is going to win that other rush exchange. Reversing the situation, reversing the momentum. Still not going to be enough, though, to get back at Replicant's level. This will be almost enough, though. Very good tribals here. Grimwood with the pokes, with the rush confirm, and that's going to be it. That's going to be enough to KO. And now 2-2. Grimwood making sure that this game is going to go down to the wire. Very well played, managing to work around Replicant's pressure. Very well played from Grimwood. And now we are waiting for Rep to pick the last stage of the set. This choice is going to be crucial for him. And we're going back to Temple. Fitting in a weird way. Fitting, I would say. Yeah, Replicant is ready. We're waiting on Grimwood. Okay, there's Grimwood. There's Grimwood. Yeah, obviously Grimwood's not going to change characters at this point in the game. Too risky. And going still with the same setup. It works. Ooh, but we do have a parabola. Not parabola. Oh, yeah, we do have the parabola on Replicant side. I don't know why I was thinking Guardian. Anyways. I definitely think Replicant's Parabola can do a lot of good in blocking the dang tribal that's been doing so much work for Grimwood in this matchup. Been doing so much work. Ooh, and a very nice punish by Replicant. Here, snuffing out Grimwood's rush in the process as well. Keeping it even. Replicant on a very large health lead right now. 22 seconds to go. Grimwood is going to need that rush if he wants to make that deficit back in a timely fashion. He's going to get that stun grab though, which is how it starts. It is how it starts. 5 seconds on the clock. The explosion not going to be enough to get anything done, and Replicant's going to get that ending grab. No ending grab for Grimwood. Yeah, so far I really like that Parabola. Where snuff out the movement to counter that tribal, and Grimwood now has the popper on deck. And definitely switched up the light and heavy arm as well. The light and normal arm as well. I mean, which definitely does better at dealing with that parabola. I feel like realizing that Replicant's probably not going to switch. Yeah, nades are coming in. Replicant with the patience, but Grimwood recognizing the situation and able to block nonetheless. This could be Grimwood's opportunity, to be fair. We're back to playing the distance game. Replicant getting away from Grimwood as much as possible, getting that parabola in to grab. Big damage here. And now Replicant has rushed back. Grimwood still has his as well. Time to get a little bit back in for Replicant. Trying to get a little bit back in. 10 seconds on the clock. And Replicant managing to get the full punish. Grimwood recognizing there's nothing he can do. And he's going to go down into the loser's bracket. Replicant moving on to winners finals. Very nicely done by Replicant. Avoiding the reverse 3-0 in the process as well. But yeah, we will see Replicant once again, like, getting out by the skin of his teeth, honestly, in all of these matches. He's going to make it to winners finals, but this is looking like a complicated bracket for him. And unfortunately, Eloria and Yoshi Bowser are already out of the tournament. Well played to them, but that is just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, while we wait for Riffer versus Izzy, we do have a couple ads to run in. First up, Battle for the Den, Season 2, Episode 2. This has been rescheduled. We now have scheduled it to November 6th at 1 PM CEST. This is still a global tournament. The scheduling has been adjusted to match more of a Japanese audience, to be fair. Because that's like, what, 9 PM JST? Or something like that? But yeah, we are readjusting, reevaluating. So we did move Season 2 Episode 2 at Wolf TV to November 6th at 1 PM CET. Make sure you register. This is going to be good fun. This is obviously counting for the Wolf TV PR that I'm still working on. That I will announce once I'm done working on it. But yeah. Also, Quarantine Report 4 is coming up. There will be an ARMS tournament there. Wolf TV is sponsoring it as well for 50 euros of cash prize. This is a global tournament, global charity tournament for Direct Relief, who's working on COVID-19 funding the COVID-19 research and other illnesses. So make sure to check it out. This is going to be good fun. And as for what's specific to Wolf TV as well, make sure to check out the Playing Grounds next week on Wolf TV, on the Wolf TV YouTube channel. We'll be playing the new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl on Steam, specifically on Steam, so no Switch. This is the Steam version. We'll be discovering that new platform fighter game that's been all the rage this last week, and honestly, it's a lot of fun. So I encourage you to come in if you have the game on Steam. Join into the lobby. good netcode as well, so this should be good fun. But yeah, we are going to go straight into Riffer versus Izzy. Riffer obviously represented with the Misango on in that picture. And we're just waiting, we're ready to go. I need to get out of this menu. There we go. This is going to be better. But yeah, Riffer is like that one player that represents Misango and that represents him very well. And of course we're going to see the Misango going in. Trying to snuff out Izzy today. This is a rematch from last EU AC, honestly. Where let's remember Izzy lost the bracket reset to Riffer. Like literally lost all of Grand Finals to Riffer, so she sure has something against Riffer at this point. She wants the revenge. She wants to prove that she can beat Riffer and take it over him. But right now Riffer is playing very well. Got the yellow mask on. Very good position. He's going to have Rush soon. There it is. If he busts out Rush, he's going to have full invincibility as well. This is a very dangerous position for Izzy unless she can find the hard knockdown. But Riffer's movement is on point right now. Just on point. Gonna get the hard knockdown here, thankfully. Now in a much better position. Going to go for that hard read of the grab, I feel like. But now Riffer is back on yellow. Ooh, and Riffer recognizing the situation, not busting out the yellow mask rush for nothing, and even getting the grab on Izzy. Very well played. We've seen that bait a lot last week, and this time it won't work. Riffer just said, no, I know what you're doing. You're not gonna get it on me. And I'm going to get this round without using that rush at all. I'm not wasting it. Riffer's gonna get blown up there though in this second round opening. Which, fair enough, I feel like. And Riffer going in onto Izzy. Playing with her very carefully, dodging everything Izzy has to offer, and back on yellow mask as well. Once again in that very nice position right now. Going to go for Rush right now. We're going to get the 180 damage. Not the most damaging Rush in the world, but still very good to have with that full invincibility. Izzy is going to get the grab, which is going to open up the trampoline though. Which means Izzy now has the stage for herself. Riffer going for grab, not finding it from that distance. The blue mask is doing wonders right now to still be able to dodge Izzy's pressure. Riffer's gonna get caught here. Yeah, Izzy just has the stage to herself now. Riffer going for rush, going to go for full pressure on that shield. Trying to ensure that the comeback will not happen. And I don't think it's going to happen. No. It's just not going to happen. Riffer said no. I'm not letting you. I'm not letting you. We're not doing that. We're just not doing that. And we're going straight back to Mausoleum as well. But yeah, now we do have Izzy going for that C key, which is a very potent arm. Tracking. A bit slow, but does have that electric explosion that can ruin anyone's day. But that's the Sparky that's going to get that confirmed though. And already the electric setup I feel like works better right now for Izzy. She's able to apply full pressure right now. Doing full well. Also a little bit of a thing. I just realized that Izzy changed for yellow coral, which works really well aesthetically with the electric arms, I will say. Riffer did get at the end of the rush though. And gets back in the game. Those Sparky grabs from Izzy. Not as easy as it seems, honestly. Just because the Sparky has one of the lowest stun times in the electric arms category. So to see Izzy get those consistently is pretty impressive. Izzy going for rush, and she's going to land a little bit of that rush, which is going to be just enough to secure the round. Just enough. Now going to round 2, we do have the roaster coming up. Not sure about the change, about why the change, because the Sparky was clearly working well. Sparky. But doesn't matter because it's doing wonders right now against Riffer. Nonetheless, Riffer does have yellow mask on though. And I feel like Izzy has had the biggest trouble when Riffer has yellow mask on. So I'm not too surprised to see Riffer go for it. Just go for it. And Riffer is going to go for rush, but no, Izzy's gonna block that pretty easily. Like, it's still hard to use yellow mask. Just because you do need that opportunity, you still need to have that opportunity to go for the rush, which isn't really easy in and of itself. But Riffer's just making it work without the rush anyways, so yeah. And yeah, Izzy is going to go back to Sparky. Recognizing that the roaster change wasn't as pertinent as she first thought. And yeah, we're getting those long range grabs thanks to that Sparky. Izzy once again starting strong, but Riffer getting all the pokes in the world. The Cracker and the Coolering can be a very dreaded combination for the opponent. Just because the Cracker is so fast and then you have the Coolering snuffing out movement on one side. You're going to get hit by one of them. And Riffer going for the rush, I thought it was not going to hit, but he's going to get the full damage instead. The Siki blocked by the mask pillar. I don't have a better word for it, it's the mask pillar. But Izzy manages to bait out the grab as well in the air. Riffer on blue mask. He's a fast boy. They'll be able to avoid that rush pretty handily. Gonna get hit by the end of it, but it's not too bad, it's not too bad. Izzy on last HP and she's dead. Doctor's just going to go down and be like, ah crap, if only I could have used that trampoline. That's just the extra disrespect, you know. We're going straight back to Mausoleum, by the way. Like, you kill Coil, so there's no more match, and the trampoline goes up. And you're like, wow, I wish that came up sooner. But it doesn't matter, we do have Izzy changing color once again, by the way. Riffer with the megawatt. I don't know what's happening anymore. Why is Riffer using the megawatt? I feel like megawatt won't quite work well against a speedy character, a very agile character like Coil, but he's playing, not me. And Izzy with the revolver as well. Which, yeah, I can see that working though. Revolver Chilla. Very nice combo, honestly. And it's showing. I still think Riffer's megawatt isn't going to do much here. Nope. I do not like that megawatt. Yeah, we're back to Cracker. That seems safer. Like, I literally didn't see the megawatt land once, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not surprised to see the Cracker just straight back in. The revolver is doing a lot of work for Izzy right now. She's getting hit after hit with that thing. Getting pokes after pokes. Getting some good damage on Riffer in the process. And Izzy's gonna be able to avoid Riffer's rush as well. Which puts her in a very good position. Still, Riffer is going to be able to armor through most of these shock hits as well. With the red mask. But he doesn't have red mask anymore, he's got blue mask. Which means Riffer can go on the offensive, avoiding everything that comes his way. Look at movement, look at the speedy movement from that speedy boy. I love Riffer's blue mask movement. Just walking, he's walking so fast you'd think it's Kid Cobra. But no, it's not Kid Cobra, this is definitely Missango. And the blue mask doing wonders here to take that second round. Riffer going straight for yellow mask, loses it right away, but it doesn't matter, he still finds the rush nonetheless. And now he's in blue mask. And yeah, Riffer with the speed. Riffer finding every poke in the world. Once again with that setup, which is very deadly. It's such a good setup, honestly, to catch that movement off guard. And once again, Izzy's going to be able to hit Riffer at the end, the tail end of that rush. Gonna be able to do the bait again. But she's on the back foot right now. This could be her last round in this winner's bracket. This could be her last round in this winner's bracket. Riffer back with the blue mask. He's dodging! He's dodging! But so is Izzy right now. She's dodging everything. Izzy has rush. Not gonna matter though. Here's the Cracker. And that, once again, the trampoline. But yeah, congratulations for Riffer for moving on in this bracket. Very well played here. Which means we are going to get winners finals with Riffer versus Replicant. We're going to go straight into winners finals, by the way. Riffer's like, we don't have time. We don't have time. I'm just going to beat Replicant's butt. We just don't have time. And we are indeed waiting for Replicant at the moment. But yeah, meanwhile, in the losers bracket, we do have Grimwood moving on to winner semis. We're also waiting on the result between Izzy and Mr. Adel right now. Which basically is going to decide which score we're going to continue to see in this tournament. Yeah, Replicant is now in the game. Yeah, these players fight a lot. These players fight a lot, and they fight a lot in winners finals as well. Like almost every time that both players enter, they tend to file the. They tend to fight on winners finals. And yeah, we're going to classic Temple Grounds. No questions asked. We're going straight into winners finals. Riffer with the opening wide grab. That was a bold decision. Replicant's gonna recognize the situation and just go, nope. I'm getting full damage out of that. Why did you go for wide grab? No. Bad Riffer. And so far, yeah, Replicant managing to avoid everything Riffer has to offer. Keeping the distance. Riffer is going to be able to go slightly in with Blue Mask, but he already lost Blue Mask. So Replicant's shield is low though. Replicant going straight for the rush, getting those 360 damage. But yeah, what an opener by Replicant. Another grab, not gonna be enough to KO. Replicant bouncing back into his corner. And the Parabole is going to be able to take it. And now Replicant goes with the opening grab. Riffer this time manages to recognize the situation and avoid it. Riffer in red. Going for rush, gonna be able to get that punish. Gets the full damage of it as well. Nice grab by Riffer. And right now Riffer is like, I can do it too. I can have a convincing round. It's gonna fall out of Replicant's rush as well. Not getting hit for that much. Gonna be huge. Now Riffer's playing the distance game. Replicant pushing him into the corner. With nowhere to escape. Riffer does have Blue Mask though. So if he can just use his increased mobility to get in, I feel like we could see something really huge. The Replicant's just going to go for rush. Yeah, Replicant's slowly making it back, by the way. And then he's going to get caught for rush, and he's going to die. Commentator's curse, everybody. Commentator's curse. Riffer straight away with the blue mask. Loses it right away as well. Parabola finds its target. Again! Replicant in this opener pretty consistent with the Parabola. Doing some big damage to Riffer. Definitely adapting in this matchup. Back on the defensive. Now locks Riffer in the corner. Goes for rush. Ooh, the Parabola! What was that Parabola trajectory? Like, it worked, but what was that? Just went straight left. But yeah, a convincing third round for Replicant. Managing to take it. Yeah, very well played by Replicant. Riffer did have his moment, but definitely felt that Replicant is not going to let him have it. And Riffer's going to have to find some way to get out of Replicant's pressure. Parabol doing wonders, honestly, to catch Riffer's movement. As we are going to the beach. Riffer finds that opening grab. He does have Red Mask, but Red Mask isn't going to help him much against a charged Parabola, so... we shall see, we shall see. So far he's powering through. Took a lot of damage, but he is powering through. Getting some good damage on Replicant. He almost has rush as well. And yeah, already Replicant struggling a little bit more to find those Parabola hits. I don't know if it's the fact that Riffer is a bit closer to him. He's going to find that Parabola here though. Not going to be able to convert into anything. Riffer has Yellow Mask now. Riffer on the offensive. Now keeping Replicant at bay. Replicant still trying to find some more hits. And Riffer going for rush. It's going to close out this round. That does mean that right now Replicant has the rush advantage. Riffer no longer has mask either. And Replicant's gonna be able to find that rush. Not the full rush though. Weird interaction here, but Riffer does fall out of it. Riffer's shield is low. Gotta be very careful. But he's going to keep Replicant in the corner. Gonna get hit there. Very good Parabola hit by Replicant. Very good grab as well. And now Replicant's got Riffer in the corner. Riffer managing to find that cracker to get Replicant off of him. And now Replicant's gonna find that grab to close it out. Now we have Riffer in round 3. Back with the Yellow Mask. Trying to get in, but Replicant's doing a great job at keeping him at bay. Despite being stuck in the corner, he's going to slightly get from one corner to another. But his back is to the wall still. Riffer going for rush. It's going to land, but not going to get the full damage. Replicant falls out of it. Now Replicant has rush. He is down by 50% though. He needs to find an opportunity. The grab is going to get blocked by the pillar. Once again, the parabola blocked by the pillar. But the rush is going to land for 350 damage. Replicant in critical. Riffer now in the corner. But he also knows that he only needs one hit to take that game. And he does. Very well played by Riffer. I almost feel like Riffer in this stage had an easier time just snuffing out Lolo's movement and defensive options. Definitely felt like it. But now we're going to Ninja College, which is a polarizing stage, I will say. And I feel like Replicant can use this stage very well to his advantage compared to Riffer, especially with Misango. And Riffer going for Seiki as well. He's gonna get snuffed out of the red mask though by the Hydra. And yeah, Riffer slowly but surely getting stuck in the top corner. But it is the top. He's still got all his chances by being at the top. He's got yellow mask as well. Replicant's gonna first avoid the rush, but still get hit by the second wave. But this and the Seiki doing so much damage. 340 damage. Replicant's gonna find... No! He's not gonna find a rush of his own! It's going to get snuffed out. Riffer's going to fall out early. Interesting. Replicant gets blown up, and that's going to be round to Riffer. Does mean we're going into round 2 with Replicant switching back to the Parabola. Again, don't fix what ain't broke. But right now Riffer's grabs are on point though. Riffer is looking like the man to beat. He's also going to armor through those uncharged hits, so still a very scary situation. Replicant does have the Hydra to snuff out the red mask though. And now Riffer's in yellow, goes for rush right away and gets the full damage of 335. And Riffer goes downstairs. Like, we're gonna avoid Replicant. The Replicant is going to find the grab nonetheless. I feel like Riffer is trying to make some distance with Replicant in order to find the right moment to strike. The right moment to strike might not be now because the Replicant goes for rush. Riffer's gonna fall out early once again though. Riffer stalking Replicant like his prey. But Replicant is going to fight back. Yeah, and Replicant made it back. By the way, Replicant made it back all the way. And once he got the distance he wanted, it helped a lot against Riffer. And Riffer's falling back down again too. Riffer going for rush, but Replicant's going to be able to avoid that pretty easily despite the deflect. And also look at how fast Riffer builds rush when in yellow mask. This is like core levels of building a fast rush. The blue mask, however, is not going to lead to much. Riffer on red, he's gonna get stunned here. He needs to find an opportunity. Very nice boomerang here, the coolering hit. Riffer back on red. Replicant getting frozen, getting knocked down. And the pressure going straight into the grab. The freeze into grab. Replicant was not ready for that one. And now Riffer's in yellow. Replicant's gonna have to be very careful about how to use that rush. Or just get the hard knockdown. Both work. Here's the knockdown, by the way. Ooh, and Replicant's gonna get the full rush. He's gonna get the lead! Replicant just got the lead! Very last second. And just going to get away from Riffer's grab range. Huge rush from Replicant. Taking that third game. What a comeback! I thought it was over for Rep. But no! Rep managed to strike back at the very end. And now Riffer's going back to college. To be fair, he did get schooled in that that last interaction, so yeah. Riffer's back with the Seeky, but which last time Riffer used the Seeky, it didn't work that well. But different match, you know. Perhaps a little bit too early. Riffer has yellowy rush. Replicant's just going to go behind him. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna be patient, I'm gonna go behind you. The pillar doing a lot of work for Riffer as well, blocking those random grabs. And honestly, this is tense. This is a very tense game right now. Riffer in blue. Going speedy mode. Quick charges. Going back in blue. Avoids the rush from Replicant. Avoids the grab as well. Because Replicant tried to hard read the left turn, I feel like. Ooh, and the Seeky finds its target. Not gonna get the full confirm here. Replicant going for that very close range grab. The Riffer still able to recognize the situation. And Riffer is going to get that final KO as well. Look, Riffer was not happy about that last game. You can tell. He's not happy about how he lost. And Replicant right now is not happy about how he lost that previous round either. And here's another grab from Replicant. Replicant on point with those grabs in this round. The Riffer's going to try and deflect. Ooh, gets the 180 from the Seeky still. And snuffs out Replicant's rush. This is huge. Riffer in blue. He's gonna get knocked down here though. Once again, Replicant with the grab. Managing to catch Riffer off guard so many times. Riffer is in critical. He's one hit away from dying. But Riffer is in yellow. He almost has rush. Replicant does have rush as well. Riffer's getting stunned and he's down. Replicant is now on winner's finals point. Super jump to start. Riffer is in yellow once again. Going to find the right opportunity to bust out that rush and counter anything that comes his way. He is playing the distance game right now. He agreed to play the distance game with Replicant. He's going to get that cracker hit as well. Very nice 1-2 here. Replicant not managing to get the knockdown from that. He's gonna get knocked down himself here. And we're seeing a much more careful Riffer in this new round. And he's going to go for the full punish, not the full rush though. He's still got 305 from that interaction though. Ooh, and the pillar saves him from that rush from Replicant. Riffer going distance with 2-2 on the board. We are going the distance. We are going to game 5. Yeah, it is 2-2. The question is, where does Rep want to go? What does he want to do? He wants to go to the beach. Yeah, we are indeed going to game 5. Riffer already in the red mask right away for this opener. Meanwhile, Replicant choosing to go with Lockjaw. Try to lock out this monster. Riffer right now, he doesn't really care. Like the Lockjaw, he's just gonna armor through it. He gets the full red grab as well. Manages to avoid Replicant's own grab, barely. Now Replicant's in the corner. He's gonna find that rush though, which will allow him to get out of the corner, thankfully. Now put Riffer on the back foot, but Riffer is going to go for rush. It's not gonna matter! You just busted out rush! Replicant in a very good position right now with all the momentum on his side. He's got more rush meter as well. Riffer in red mask. Yep, Replicant is one round away from winning winners finals. And honestly, he's got Riffer in the corner. He's gonna land the full rush as well. Going for 365 damage. Damage! Riffer now almost has full rush. Replicant is the one back against the wall. The Replicant is quickly building rushes of his own as well. Riffer with a quick 1-2. Almost getting Replicant back to his level. That is done. He's now in the lead. He's got rush. He's got the rush. Replicant has rush of his own as well. Everything's gonna get blocked by the pillar. Riffer in yellow. Riffer in yellow. Could be dangerous. He's avoiding everything Replicant is throwing at him right now. He's going to also go through and use the rush, but unfortunately he's going to waste it in that exchange. 7 seconds on the clock. There isn't much Replicant can do at this point. And that means we're going to the final round of Game 5. It is time. And already Replicant trapping Riffer in the corner. The blue mask isn't going to help him much here. He's going to slightly back up. Go for the rush and lands it. For the full 415 damage of the headlock. Of the lockjaw. Riffer on the back foot already. In critical. Gonna have a tough time finding anything on Replicant, but that's how it starts, with the ice. But unfortunately, the grab is going to be countered. Replicant continuing its onslaught of pressure, using the rush, and it's not going to be quite it though. The last part of the rush. But the roaster is going to be enough, and that is Replicant in Grand Finals winner's side. What a match! What a match! Replicant once again winning by the skin of his teeth. Like, dang! Yeah, what a match! Well played from both players. That was a very intense match. Meanwhile, we are looking at the losers bracket as well. Obviously, Riffer goes down to losers finals. We have Grimwood in losers semis. And we are still waiting on the results of the Cold Ditto with Izzy versus Mr. Adel. Yeah, that is what we came here to watch. Some close matches all around. So yeah, I don't know what Izzy and Mr. Adel are doing right now. Apparently Mr. Adel won. I wonder if that game went to the wire, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if the game between Izzy and Mr. Adel just went to the wire. And it seems like it did as well. So that does mean we are going to see Grimwood versus Mr. Adel in loser semis in just a little bit, you know, just a little bit, as we are getting ready. And it seems that the first game is going to go straight to sparring ring as well. Got no time to lose. We're going for close quarter sets. Let's go. Grimwood pulling out with the Max Brass. Mr. Adel on Coil. We're having the lore battle right now. And right away, Mr. Adel with those strong hits on Grimwood. Getting those hard knockdowns. Those explosions as well. And this already seems like it's going to be a little bit tough for Grimwood. He does manage to get some good hits on Mr. Adel though. Obviously, Nade Tribal Ass. Very good arms to have against Coil, but the rush isn't going to connect there. Mr. Adel's rush is going to miss? Question mark? And meanwhile, we do continue to have more of a poking game. We're playing with the edges of the sparring ring here. Look at that onslaught of arms coming from Mr. Adel as well. But Grimwood, he's just going to wait for those small opportunities. He's going to use the rush here to seal out that first round. Which is also important for momentum. And straight up with the grab opener from Grimwood. Again, no time to lose. He's going to get knocked down by Mr. Adel right away though, with the rush to add to it. And Grimwood's just going to parry all of that. I'm pretty sure I saw like 3 or 4 hitboxes get parried by Grimwood at the same time here. Okay, we are back in neutral situation. Grimwood finding the last hit here. As Mr. Adel slowly elevates. Gets the grab. And Mr. Adel is going to get the full rush as well. It's not going to be enough to kill Grimwood though. And you know what they say, never say GG's to a Max Brass. And that's how it starts, with the grab. Another grab, another grab. Those aren't landing though. The explosions are coming your way, Cole. But it doesn't matter because they're going to kill the Brass nonetheless. Killed by his own device. Unfortunate. Now it's time for round 3. Grimwood going in. Mr. Adel responding right back. Getting some punches here. Grimwood's shield is low. Mr. Adel's gonna be able to find the end of that rush from it. And the grab from Grimwood. Buffing up. Getting the rush, the full rush as well. The last hit isn't going to connect though, the Triblast was just a little bit off. Just in the void. And now everything's blowing up in Grimwood's face, but he doesn't care. He's buff Brass, he doesn't care. Fear the buff. Fear the buff, man. Look at him exerting his dominance. But Mr. Adel is slowly starting to build a comeback. Grimwood using the rush to defend from Adel's own rush. Very well played here. Recognizing that he was going to get deflected. And instead manages to seal that game 1. And it seems that Adel has decided to go to the lab. To go back to the lab again. Definitely needs some help in this matchup. Goes back to the lab. See what data he can gather about this opponent. And already, both players using very much the pillars. Grimwood trying to stay behind the pillars as much as possible. Trying to keep Mr. Adel as far away from him as possible. He doesn't want to deal with any of what he has to offer. Mr. Adel manages to catch the jump here. Manages to catch the jumping rush as well. And straight away manages to find a rush of his own as well. Grimwood now in critical. And he's going to get KO'd just like that. It does mean we're going into round 2. With Grimwood getting blown up right away by his own weapon. Grimwood frozen. Mr. Adel on the offensive. Now going a little bit back. The pressure from Mr. Adel is pretty good right now. Grimwood does have to go back. Try and stand his ground. Gonna get that nice tribal hit here as well. One more pillar goes down. Grimwood getting a hard knockdown here. Trying to go for another jumping rush, but Mr. Adel manages to just avoid it in time. Not even going to get that much on his shield. Ooh! Barely. Mr. Adel just barely got hit before the grab landed here. And no, that rush isn't going to connect. But Grimwood will be low on shield. He did blow up here. And this is going to be a close one. I say that though, Mr. Adel manages to find a way. And is going to take a game of his own. One apiece. And this loses semis. And now, Grimwood wants to go to the beach. We still have the max breath on board as well. Against the coil. But the question is, this little trip to the beach, will it help as much as Grimwood thinks? So far, not so much because he's stuck in the corner. Very strong opening from Mr. Adel here. Grimwood is not going to get out of that wall anytime soon at this point. Manages to find those explosive hits though, but he's still a little bit stuck in the corner. Just stay in that low field. And Mr. Adel is going to be able to find an easy rush, though it's not going to connect fully. Okay. Grimwood isn't critical now. He manages finally to get out of that corner, but he's not going to find anything on Mr. Adel here. Not even the rush. The shield is low on Mr. Adel. He's going to blow him up back into that corner and back into death. Grimwood is going to need to find a solution to get out of those corners. Now, of course, the higher spawn is going to help here, but it's still very dangerous to be in. He's going to be able to block that rush and punish with a grab, though. But the shield is low. Slowly coming back up. Another big grab for Grimwood. And now he's got Adel in the corner. The roles are reversed. How does it feel? Yeah, Grimwood is applying all the pressure in the world. Ooh, and snuffs out the rush as well. Mr. Adel managing to get that big snuff out. Now has a rush of his own. But he's still over there, trying to get in. Struggling to get in. Grimwood is in the top corner. Grimwood avoids the grab. Avoids another grab. Mr. Adel in critical. Grimwood has rushed back up. Going for another grab. This is going to be tough for Mr. Adel to come back from that one. Here's the first grab. But he's going to get punished hard for that side get up. And Grimwood's going to get one on the border in this set. And now Mr. Adel has Grimwood right where he wants it, in the bottom corner. Gets the full rush as well, 305 damage. And now Mr. Adel is applying all the pressure in the world. Grimwood trying to get out with those advancing guards. But he's still stuck down there, waiting for his moment to strike. Ooh, and Mr. Adel falls out of that a little bit of rush here. This could be the moment he needed as well to just go in on Grimwood. He's trying at the very least. He's going to get the full rush once again. Grimwood deflects the grab. Manages to punish it as well. He's almost at full rush. Grimwood in critical. He's in max mode. Gonna get knocked down once again here. 1 HP on Grimwood. He gets the grab. 10 seconds on the clock. Grimwood goes for rush, but it's not going to land. And Mr. Adel counter rushes right away. Securing that win. Very well played from Mr. Adel. Very good patience here for, at the end to ensure that nothing weird happens. We're not letting that max breath come back. Yeah, we are going into game 4. Mr. Adel with the full momentum right now. Winning on that counter pick. Yeah, I do have temple set up. Like, this is fine. This is fine. You can go. Yeah, Grimwood is thinking. He's thinking hard. Right now. Going with the Twin Tail. We're going back to Grimwood Twin Tail. We're going to Grimwood Twin Tail. Once again, is going to try and slow down the pace of the match with the Twin Tail. With the Twin Tail. But I was looking at the Discord and it was like Mr. Adel knew. Mr. Adel knew that it was coming, but can he deal with it? Is the question. That is a very nice grab to begin with, though. Grimwood strikes back with his own grab. Yeah, Grimwood going for out-punching. But that's... Ooh, very nice counter rush here. Manages to barely avoid Mr. Adel's rush and counter it. I like it. But it's still going to be very difficult to out-punch Coil. Nonetheless. Grimwood's doing it. He's out-punching Mr. Adel. And finding those hits when it matters. Full manual aiming with those roosters. Trying to catch Mr. Adel where he goes. Straight up. No gimmicks here. But Mr. Adel does have Grimwood facing the wall. Woo! Mr. Adel unfortunately dropping the shield a little bit too early. Grimwood, recognizing the situation, had a little bit of patience and manages to beat out Mr. Adel in this exchange. Very well played from Grimwood. Ooh, and Mr. Adel's rush is going to lob straight back into his face. Yeah, now we have Grimwood with the Chilla as well. He's now confident that he can outpunch Mr. Adel's coil. And so brought out the Chilla once again to try and go for those freeze locks. Right now Mr. Adel has the high ground. Not gonna matter though. Grimwood once again with a very nice avoidance into counter rush. Grimwood has been on point with these rushes. Mr. Adel finding all of the pressure right now. Keeps Grimwood in the corner. Or at least back to the wall. Grimwood now reversing the situation with Mr. Adel in the corner. Going for a grab that doesn't connect. Mr. Adel is going to be able to easily punish that. Mr. Adel frozen. Grimwood going for grab. Ooh, and the far away rush. Grimwood is not going to get the full damage from it. But he's going to get that KO. For now, 2 apiece. We're 2 apiece. Very clever girl, I will say. That is a very clever girl that this Twin Tail is. That also means that we are getting Adel's counter pick. Yeah, the twin tail is looking good right now. And we are going to sparring ring. Mr. Ale recognizing that he has a lot more difficulties playing the ranged game against Twintel than he has against Max Brass. And so picking sparring. To try and snuff out Twintel's movement. Twintel's actress aura as much as possible. Clever, clever, clever pick. Yeah, what you're about to see is full-on aggression from both players. It is 2-2 in this losers semis. And it's going down to the wire. And so far, funnily enough, Grimwood finally gets the first hit after 15 seconds. Like you'd think with a smaller stage like Sparring Ring, people would manage to hit each other much more easily, but yeah, Mr. Adel's gonna be able to find that rush easily though. Grimwood's gonna get the grab though, putting Mr. Adel back in his place. And yeah, Grimwood just blocking everything right now. Playing a lot with the blocks. Mr. Adel's struggling to set up his onslaught of hitboxes, and Grimwood's gonna be able to find that rush. Mr. Adel in a very difficult position right now. Stage pick not working too well for him, and now Grimwood is on match point. But Mr. Adel does have rush. Grimwood getting that first hit. Very good Hydra hit. The rush from Mr. Adel is going to get blocked fully this time. One arm is down on Grimwood, but he's going to get hard knockdown before Mr. Adel can do anything about it. Very good chakram hit here into grab. Mr. Adel in the corner. Dangerous position to be in. Manages to get out. He's gonna get hit by the Hydra. Grab attempt from Grimwood from across the stage. And now Mr. Adel is applying the pressure. And Grimwood managing to punish, and it's going to be game to Grimwood. The Twintel working out so well against the Doctor. And does mean that Grimwood gets to stay in for losers finals. Losers finals obviously going to be against Riffer. It's going to be a very tough match between those two players. It is looking like it's going to be a very, very tough game for both players involved. But hey, that's what we like to see, so not complaining. And yeah, we're going straight into it. We're going straight to Temple Grounds. No time to waste here. There is no time to waste here. Going straight to Temple Grounds. This is losers finals of the ARMS EU PR Invitational number 8. Riffer versus Grimwood. The Masango legend versus the Max in the brass. And already Riffer asserting dominance on the health bars. Going red. He's like, you know that armor that you get temporarily? I get that too. Yeah, Riffer dropping the mask here. Probably gonna go for yellow, if I had to guess. But he's going to get knocked down here. Ooh, and Riffer goes for the rush, but Grimwood manages to get the priority here. And now the roles are reversed. Grimwood is the one with the armor. Riffer is on the back foot. Grimwood with the max mode. Arm is broken. Grimwood down. Back in max mode. Riffer in blue. And Riffer's gonna take that one with 1 HP. But yeah, going into round 2, we do have Grimwood getting those stun hits, but not getting much out of it. Riffer slowly building back, rush back up. I'd say slowly, but now he's in yellow, so he's going to get very fast with that endeavor. Riffer now in rush. Not going to go for rush, but Grimwood is going to be able to get that stun confirm into the rush. This is looking very tough for Riffer suddenly. He needs to find his way in. He needs to find a way to get in Grimwood's face. But his arm will be downed. Riffer now on 1 HP. That much closer to death. He gets the freeze. He gets the hard knockdown. And going for rush, is that going to kill? No! Grimwood still has a sliver of health as well. Is Riffer's gonna make it? Is Riffer gonna make it? Grimwood is in max mode right now. Very dangerous situation to be in if you're Riffer. But Riffer makes it anyways! Riffer played half of that round on 1 HP. Playing out of his mind. Avoiding everything and getting that first game in. Incredible job by Riffer, and we're getting the salty run back straight on Temple. And Grimwood going straight into the Twin Tail. No time to waste here. The brass not working out for Grimwood tonight. Yeah, I almost feel like Grimwood will want to go a bit further off of Riffer in this matchup, suddenly. But Riffer is a very adaptable player. I don't think the character switch will trip him up too much, but I could be wrong, I could be wrong. It is very even though right now. Ooh, Riffer's gonna get stunned for trying to go for that yellow mask here. Gonna get stunned again out of yellow mask. Going back for it. Grimwood has an arm weak. He does have, Grimwood does have the health advantage right now as well. The grab attempt is going to be slowed down and punished right away. Riffer stunned again! The Thunderbird doing a lot of work here. A lot of good for Grimwood. Riffer needs to adapt to how to play against it, and now it's pretty much round to Grimwood. Once again, the Twin Tail switch doing a lot of good for Grimwood. Because clearly, so far he's not getting much mileage out of his max brass. We'll say that much. Yeah, Riffer is back in yellow. So he's going to get stunned once again by his own Seeky this time. And the grabs don't stop coming from Grimwood. And here's the rush where to punish Riffer's landing. And that is going to be Hydra in the face. Oh wow! Goodbye! And we're going back to Temple, by the way. Yeah, very, very good adaptation from Grimwood here. With the Twin Tail. And already as an opener, Grimwood gets blown up. And Grimwood is back on the Thunderbird as well. Which I agree with, the Thunderbird was doing a lot of good in the previous game. So I'm not too surprised to see it back here, especially to get around those pillars. He still can get some good straight hits though with the roaster. Riffer on yellow with rush. Could bust it out at any moment. Riffer with the full pressure of a Tri-Blast. He's not letting up. Grimwood's not getting out. Grimwood is dead. Grimwood is just dead. Was completely stuck in the corner for a bit right now. And once again, Riffer with the full-on pressure of that Tri-Blast. Jeez. Like, I know Tri-Blast works well as a poke tool, but Jesus. He also gets blocked in the rush, but the shield is very low right now on Grimwood. He's going to be able to punch through this though. Ooh, unfortunately the rush here isn't going to fully connect though on Grimwood's side. And now the Tri-Blast pressure continues again, but this time with the red mask. Like, we just continue. Like, you're gonna get blown up, and you're gonna get blown up again, and you're gonna get blown up again. That's what Riffer's saying right now. And the shield is very low right now as well on Grimwood's side. And here's another rush attempt. Grimwood still on low shield. Riffer is really like, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna eat that Tri-Blast, and he's sure eating it. No more rush on Grimwood's side. Riffer just entered critical. But he manages to find the last hit on Grimwood. The Tri-Blast! The Tri-Blast! Boom! 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 Triblast just kept exploding in Grimwood's face. It was crazy. Actually crazy. And we are waiting now on Grimwood's stage pick. But yeah, remember kids, don't get stuck in the corner against the Triblast. It's not going to end well for you. I can tell you that much, it's not going to end well. And we're going back to Temple. We're not stopping. We're not stopping anytime soon. But we are seeing the Ninjara from Grimwood. The Ninjara from Grimwood, okay. Why not? Riffer doesn't care though. He's continuing this pressure. This time not with the Triblast, but with the Cracker. And the Coolerang as well to catch those side teleports. Those pesky teleports from the pesky Ninjara. Yeah, Grimwood is trying to give a little bit of his own medicine to Riffer, I feel like. Right now, he's the one getting hit a little bit more. Riffer is now in Yellow Mask. Still in Yellow Mask, by the way. Grimwood trying to find the hits. Failing a little bit. Still manages to keep it more or less even until now, where Grimwood is in critical. Riffer still in a very good position with Yellow Mask, with Grimwood being on low HP. I don't think he's going to necessarily need the rush. Yeah, there we go. Riffer's just going to kill them, just then and there. But Grimwood just straight up going double toasters in order to counter that. He's going to punch some Incan. Very good grab here by Grimwood. Riffer's struggling to adapt, honestly, right now to this new pace. To Grimwood's pace right now. But he's going to be able to not find the full rush. Unfortunately, the Coolerang's Tornado is not going to be able to give him much in terms of reward. And now Grimwood has more rush advantage. The Riffer does have Blue Mask. He's going to lose it here to this grab. Riffer needs to find a solution here. Riffer almost has rush. Grimwood on 50%. Grimwood now almost on the cusp of critical. Ooh, Grimwood attempting to punish that, but Riffer's going to be able to bust out the yellow rush, get the priority, and that is going to be game to Riffer. Which means Riffer is going to get his rematch against Replicant. What a play with the mask. The mask just came at the right time. Just at the right time. Just about. Literally frame perfect. And that does mean we're going to go into Grand Finals. But first off, a little bit of an ad break. First up, I am happy to announce that Battle for the Dance Season 2 Episode 2 has been rescheduled to November 6th at 1 p.m. CEST. This is still an ARMS tournament. This is still open globally. It's just now, it has a time slot more adapted to our Japanese friends and Australian friends to join. So make sure to register for that. This counts toward the Wolf TV PR that I still need to set up and announce. The link is right now in the chat. So make sure to check it out. Also, Quarantine Report 4, the charity tournament, returns on November 12th to 14th. The ARMS tournament will be there as well. Make sure to check Quarantine Report 4 on Twitter. It's on Twitter. It is a charity tournament for direct relief. So they're funding research against COVID-19 and stuff. So make sure to check them out. There will be a €50 prize pot at least from yours truly. And as for what's coming up on Wolf TV next week, we have the Playing Grounds. We're discovering the brand new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. It will be on the 12th. It will be at 9 p.m. CST. This is just a free PlayStation. This will be on the Steam version. So, unfortunately, you do need the game on Steam. But it's a fun game, so make sure to check it out. And eventually join the session if you're interested in it. But yeah, we are now getting ready for the grand finals. Which, yeah, apparently both players have gentlemen to temple. Not surprising, but yeah. Also, this is not. There is a problem. Yeah, this is better. This is better. There we go. We got a Riffer versus Replicant. Riffer is in loser's bracket. Gotta win 2 sets to win this whole thing. And we are ready to go. We're going in. Into grand finals. Riffer still with the Masengo, Replicant with the Lola Pop. We're getting a slow start. Slowly but surely. Yeah, so far this is a very even match. Replicant going to bust out the rush. Going to get the end of it. Still going to get 355. Straight up going to get 355 damage out of that. Also, yes. Remember that you can contribute to the prize pool in the chat. The link is in the chat right now. It's at least €100. 50 euros of which come from Wolf TV. But you can still contribute. You can contribute until the end of this match, pretty much. And yeah, right now Riffer is on the back foot. He's going to go for rush. He's going to get snuffed out here. Very well played from Replicant. And a very good lockjaw to end it off. Replicant takes that first round. Going to the second round, Riffer has blue mask on. Loses it. He's going to get to punch here. We get punished for that little bit of a dance here. Riffer has yellow mask but doesn't get the rush quite fast enough, allowing Replicant to get the full rush in. The full force of the rock. Riffer in blue. Replicant in the corner. Gonna manage to slide to get back in the corner, apparently. Has trouble getting in on Riffer right now. Trying to get out of that corner, but doesn't seem to matter too much to Replicant. Riffer has yellow mask on though. Gotta be very wary of that. Ooh, and a grab attempt from Riffer is going to miss. And Replicant right now doing an excellent job at keeping Riffer at bay. Unfortunately, he's going to get punished here with that yellow mask rush. So Replicant's going to bust out the rush of his own, but it's going to avoid Riffer completely. 6 seconds on the clock and Replicant is going to take that first game. But yeah, that does mean we are waiting on Riffer's counter pick. Slowly but surely. I'm half expecting the temple play here. No, we're going to Ninja College. Okay. Mixing it up a little. Yeah, Riffer now has blue mask going into the second round. He's going to drop it right there. But he's going to get some good hits in on Replicant. Gonna get a nice grab in as well. Replicant is now in the top corner. Getting a little bit pressured by Riffer here. Good grab here. Unfortunately, the grab is going to get Replicant out of the corner, but it is not going to freaking matter. Riffer's just going to get make a quick work of that first round. Now going into second round. Riffer has yellow mask, he has rush. He's now exerting this pressure. Replicant almost at the bottom. But still playing the zoning game. The Hydra is slowly but surely getting some damage on Riffer. Riffer is just going to burn rush right now. Going to get Replicant with the end of it. Not going to get much damage out of it. Riffer's going to be able to block Replicant's rush. Gonna get blown up here though. Riffer now on red mask. The armor is on. Starting to get some more hits on Replicant. A much more slower paced second round, obviously. Riffer getting those chains, those ice chains. Now in the lead against Replicant. Busting out the rush, and he's going to manage to land it, and that is going to be one game to Riffer. And yeah, we are going to Mausoleum for game 3. Sorry about that, I had to deal with stuff. Here. And yeah, going into that third game, Replicant going straight with the parabola. Trying to catch Riffer's movement as much as possible with that parabola. I mean, it did work in Winners Finals after all, so I'm not too surprised. Ooh, and the... Ooh, wait. There we go. Sorry about that. Ooh, and very good punish here from Riffer on that rush. He's going to go for that grab, but unfortunately not going to connect. Ooh, very nice ice into grab. Replicant was not ready for that. Another ice chain and another grab from Riffer. Riffer slowly getting back into the match. He's going to get paralyzed here, but Replicant's not going to get much damage out of it. Riffer does have rush. He now has yellow mask on. Going for the wide grab, but just a little bit too early. Riffer is stuck to the wall. The Replicant is one hit away from dying, and Riffer is just going to bust out the rush in order to take that round. It's now time for round 2. Riffer carefully maneuvering around Lola's antics. Gonna get the grab as well. The trampoline is out, which is going to be in favor, I feel, of Replicant. And it already shows Riffer unable to avoid those roasters coming his way right now. Replicant busting out the rush. He's going to get the end of it for 250 damage. Riffer has the blue mask. Going to help him with the dodging. Does get hit there though. Loses the blue mask. Pillar blocking the parabola. Yellow mask is on. Riffer has full rush. Getting the freeze. Oh my gosh, that was nice punish of that roaster hit. Deflecting it using the full invincibility of that yellow mask to his advantage. And now Riffer is in the lead. 8 seconds till the end. He's going to get grabbed here. This is going to be down to the wire. Replicant is going to use the rush, but he's going to get KO'd instead. Riffer is now 2-1 against Replicant, 1 game away from resetting this bracket. One game away from resetting the bracket. This is pretty much Riffer's game to win right now. He's got the momentum, and he could just reset the bracket, honestly. Like, wouldn't be the first time for Riffer. But so far we've seen Replicant playing out of his mind and surviving by the skin of his teeth. Every single match. So don't count him out just yet. And we are going back to Ninja College. Replicant going with the Hydra, yeah. Hydra. Hydra works very well on this stage, I feel like. Riffer does get the bottom spawn here, which is not going to be favorable to him. But he does manage to get back the high ground. Both players struggling to get some hits in. But Riffer is a little bit more consistent right now. Riffer being very cool with the movement. Being on point right now. And he's got that yellow mask. He also got that cooler ring to catch Replicant's own movement. Here's a freeze. Gonna go into hard knockdown right away. Riffer still has yellow mask, by the way. Replicant is frozen. Gonna shield for a long time here. And Replicant's gonna get the grab here, which is going to allow him to get rid of that yellow mask. Which is oh so scary in this situation. Replicant getting yet another grab in. Riffer finding those hits when it matters. There are 8 seconds on the clock and Replicant is just going to go down like that. We're now going into round 2. A little bit of a delay here from Riffer, which interesting. But Riffer straight away going for yellow mask. Going to try and get this punish, but unfortunately not going to be able to get anything out of it. We're looking at a very defensive match right now. This is a very defensive game. Riffer definitely comfortable playing the distance game right now with Replicant. Ooh, and punishes Replicant's rush. This is huge. This is huge. This could be Riffer's game to win. He gets the freeze on Replicant. Replicant blocks the other attempt at the chain. Arm is weak on Replicant's side. Riffer not managing to get the full rush on Replicant, but does manage to get that shield very low. This is scary. Replicant will soon have rush. Riffer doing an excellent job just at dodging everything Replicant is going for. Unfortunately, he's going to fall right into Replicant's rush here. 7 seconds on the clock. And I think Replicant finally has the lead back. He does. Replicant saving his round. Once again, by a smidgen of health. He definitely is not out of this. Now Riffer's back on the offensive. Trying to keep Replicant stuck in that top corner. He does have yellow mask. He's going to go into hard knockdown here. Riffer manages to get yellow mask despite the hit. Replicant stuck back into the corner. Riffer going for freeze grabs. And Riffer so far is not losing the yellow mask. He's going to get the rush in. 350 damage. Replicant falls a little bit early, but that is fine by Riffer's standards. But Riffer now is in the bottom corner. Very dangerous position to be in, but still manages to get some hits on Replicant. Replicant is one hit away from dying, but he's going to manage to get the rush. Not the full rush though, unfortunately. This is tense. Riffer's in the bad spot right now, but has reversed the situation with Replicant. The pressure is on both sides. 5 seconds on the clock. Riffer goes for rush and steals it out. This is a reset, everyone. We're getting a Grand Finals reset here at the ARMS EU Invitational number 8. The scores are reset and everything is going back. That is a 3-1 victory to Riffer, and we are going back to another set. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a reset. We're not done yet here, folks. It's time for the Grand Finals reset. Players are banning their stages. Replicant apparently is still struggling with the concept of reset. That's okay. We like him all the same. Now it's up to Replicant to once again show that he can do it. Replicant, please. Anyways, we're just going to go back to Temple. That is fine. That is fine. But yeah, let us go for the Grand Finals reset. Riffer versus Replicant. Riffer went the 4-way with the Ninjara. Not feeling too confident in the Misengo right now. He wants to end this in any way he can. And look at those tribals flying. Just flying. And Riffer finding the full rush as well on Replicant. Replicant unfortunately dropping the guard. Yeah, this is looking like... This is a powerful Riffer we're looking at right now. He even gets the grab out of nowhere. Like, that was a weird grab box, honestly. Replicant on his last HP. Replicant on no HP. Going into round 2, Replicant has full rush. Riffer almost at rush as well. The lockjaw is in play. Replicant definitely trying to figure out how to prevent this Ninjara from teleporting, but doesn't matter. We're getting the full 420 damage off of that full rush. And off of a deflect. Now Riffer back on the offensive. Pushing Replicant into the corner. Replicant not willing to go to the corner, just going to play the short distance game. He's going to avoid Riffer's rush. This is huge. Replicant with a comfortable half lead right now. Getting some more punches in from Replicant. Replicant doing an excellent job at dodging until I say that, and he's just getting hit. Ooh, and a very good rush here for Replicant. Another 405 damage on the board. Riffer on his last leg in this round. And there he is. He tripped. He tripped. As we're going into final round. The roaster just getting straight into Riffer's face. Straight up. No questions asked. Logjaw's just there. Menacing Riffer. Riffer's is managing to get a little bit more, I feel like, than the previous round, but it's tough. It's tough. Ooh, very good punish here by Riffer with the slap into the rush. Very well done with that win confirmed on Riffer's side. Manages to get back into the game. The shield is getting low on Replicant's side. The arm is weak. Replicant on critical. Riffer soon to join. Very good slap here by Riffer. Now playing more of a distance game. Those Tribalists are coming your way, Replicant. You're not going to avoid them. He's on 1 HP. Riffer busting out the rush. Unfortunately, does not connect. Replicant still living. And he's going to get blown up by that Tri-Bolt. By that Tri-Blast. There's now 1 game to Riffer's Misango. Very nicely done by Riffer. But yeah, unfortunately, Replicant getting caught in the explosion here. And we're waiting on the stage bans right now. We're going to Mausoleum, and apparently Riffer is going back to Misango. That is the information I got. And we're going straight back into Mausoleum. And once again, Riffer not afraid to play the distance game with Replicant. He does have red mask. Gonna get that hard knockdown here. Replicant getting some straight hits, but unfortunately with Riffer's armor, it's not going to matter. Unless that roaster is charged and ready to go. There it is. Finally, Riffer is off red mask. But he's going to get yellow mask instead. Doesn't matter. Here's the roaster. And Replicant going for rush. Getting 1 hit of the rush. Getting the explosion from the lockjaw though. Riffer, why did you jump into that? Why did you jump into that? I guess he was trying to punish. But he just jumped into the explosion. You gotta respect the lockjaw, my man. Riffer still doing a very good job with the blue mask right now. Going for rush. He is going to get the full rush though at 320 damage. Replicant almost on rush, but now on his last leg in this round. 6 seconds remaining. And Riffer's just going to block and dare Replicant to go for that rush. And that is round to Riffer. Going straight into round 2. Riffer going straight for the grab. Being very patient right now with Replicant's antics. Going for another grab. Unfortunately, the third grab is going to be a little bit soon, but at least he's got a yellow mask right now and almost has rush. Unfortunately, loses the yellow mask before he has rush. The shield is going to break. Riffer realizing it, manages to jump out of that situation. Ooh, and Replicant able to snuff out the rush and open up the trampoline. This is going to be huge for Replicant. Riffer has blue mask. Playing the dodge game. Replicant going for rush. He's going to get punished for it. Riffer now in critical. This is so tense. Riffer going for rush, and that's going to be it. Riffer is now 2-0 in this reset match. Very nicely done by Riffer. Lots of good punishes in the air. Replicant is now on his last life in this tournament. What will he do? We're going to Temple Grounds. This might be it, folks. The end of the EU PR Invitational might be upon us. Replicant goes with the homie. Yeah, bring out the nukes in this fight. That might work. That's not going to knock down a Riffer in red state, who's going to be able to get those grabs in. Yeah, just bring out the nuke. Riffer likes those grabs right now. Loving those grabs. Good trade here for Riffer. Gonna armor through all of that. Still gets a lot of damage in though. Ooh, and manages to punish Replicant's rush as well. Riffer now has rush. He's still in red mask. Just going to tank everything right now. The red mask coming in clutch, tanking everything. Riffer does not care a single bit about what Replicant is throwing at him. And Riffer is going to get that final grab. Riffer is one round away from winning the ARMS EU PR Invitational number 8. And all it took is red mask. The Replicant, recognizing his mistake, now equips the Hydra. Riffer keeping Replicant at bay right now. Both players playing neutral. Replicant backing out into the corner. The pillar is here to help him. The Seiki is going to counter that grab. Riffer now has yellow mask. Gonna get the hard knockdown on Replicant. Replicant in the corner. Very dangerous situation to be in. Riffer is knocked down. No longer has yellow mask. Riffer manages to get the cracker in. Riffer once again loses the yellow mask to a hard knockdown. And gets blown up. He's going to dash into that Seiki hit. And Replicant with the grab is going to be able to take that round. Replicant is not done yet, folks. He's not done yet. Riffer back in yellow mask. He did go for this for the Seiki, for to counter the homie. Going for the full invincibility, getting 320 damage on Replicant, but unfortunately doesn't get the full rush in. This is the battle of the missiles that we're watching right now. Replicant going for rush. Only going to get 395. Once again, not getting the full rush. But Replicant knew this and waited. Just waited. Riffer has red mask. He loses it to the fire of the Hydra. Riffer is slowly but surely losing health. Gonna get blown up right there. Riffer on critical. Is this Replicant's comeback? This is very well looking like it. Very well looking like it's starting. Riffer does have yellow mask though. But he is stuck in the corner right now. He'll slightly escape. He's gonna get knocked down. Riffer on the sliver of health. I don't think there's anything he can do unless he lands that full rush. And he doesn't. That is it. Replicant gets 1 point on the board. Replicant saves his life from the brink of death. It is not over, folks. It is not over. But yeah, it is not over. We've got at least one more game on Ninja College coming up. Replicant showing signs of life after losing so many games in a row. Riffer is sticking with the Misango. Doesn't feel like it's time for the Ninjara. Riffer already on blue mask. Getting some quick hits on Replicant so far. Manages to jump over 2 grabs as well from Replicant. Riffer in red. Replicant trying to camp that top platform. Now Riffer's in yellow. Riffer still has to get hit. Getting a nice freeze into grab. Riffer on the tear right now. Finally gets knocked down. This is a very tense situation right now. Riffer is in the down corner. The bottom corner. Replicant trying his best to keep him there. Riffer just jumps over everything Replicant has to offer right now. Going to go slightly to the left to avoid that. Ooh, and a very, very good grab by Replicant. Replicant on his last HP. Riffer soon to follow another grab. And I'm not sure who has the lead right now. Replicant! Replicant just had a sliver of health more than Riffer after that grab. Amazing comeback here. And going into round 2, Riffer does have the high ground. Going to try and push Replicant into that corner. He does have yellow mask. Replicant gets knocked down. Gets knocked down again. The grab is going to be a little bit too early. Parabol was coming, but so was the Hydra. Riffer going for rush, but he's not going to get any priority. Sir, you don't have yellow mask. Punished by Replicant. Replicant just playing defense right now. Playing heavy defense. He is getting pushed back into the corner though. But he's trying to bait Riffer there. Doesn't matter. Replicant gets another one on the board. We're going to game 5. We're going all the way. Riffer versus Replicant, game 5. In the grand finals reset. Will Replicant do it? Will he once again save his run by the skin of his teeth? Or will Riffer put an end to his reign of terror and terror? Yeah. Riffer going the Ninjara for that last game. It is time. And a grab clash. Nice. Now Riffer already kind of stuck in the bottom corner. The bottom platform. Replicant's pressure looking inescapable at the moment. Riffer's Ice Dragon though, trying to push back Replicant. But it's not going to matter if he gets hit by that Parabola. Yeah, Riffer's struggling to get up. To just get up. He still has to find a hit on Replicant. There it is. Going for the grab, but Replicant sees that coming from a mile away, literally. Once again, a nice freeze. Replicant goes for walking guard. And now Replicant is on the bottom corner. Replicant going for rush, blocking, but it's not going to land nonetheless. Riffer going for a rush of his own, but Replicant's going to be able to easily escape that. 10 seconds on the clock. This is anyone's round. And once again, Replicant with the health lead, managing to clutch it out. One more round for Replicant. But Riffer going with the slaps is not done yet. Replicant going for a rush, but he's going to get denied here by Riffer. And now Riffer has Replicant in the bottom, in the corner. There's no escape for Replicant, but he will get the grab to grant him that road to escape. And another grab by Replicant, putting Riffer in the corner. Perfect positioning. Riffer's going to be able to escape quite easily. He's going to go for rush, but once again the rush is going to get blocked. Replicant now has rush. Both players are mostly even in terms of health, with Riffer having a slightly no longer. Replicant with a 350 damage. Riffer blows up Replicant. So tense. 35 seconds on the clock. Replicant is in the corner. Struggling. He needs to get out. Riffer is going to go for the rush. The shield breaks. Replicant still not in critical. There it is. Replicant going for the rush of his own. But it's not going to matter. Riffer gets the round. We're going all the way. We're going all the way. Final round, everyone. And now both players are just throwing hands at each other, literally. We do have the Tri-Blast on Riffer. We do have the Hydra on Replicant. We do have the Parabola. We do have the slaps. Nothing has changed. And right now, Replicant is in the lead. He's going to get slapped though. The grab misses from Riffer. Another slap into Tri-Blast hit for Riffer. Taking the lead. Escapes the rush from Replicant. Is going to be able to punish that with the Tri-Blast. Into the confirm! The slap into the confirm for Riffer, who's now in a very good position right now. He's going to get pushed back into the corner though. Right here, right now. Going to escape quite easily. Replicant on his last legs. But we've seen Replicant come back from worse. Replicant gets slapped, and it's over! Riffer resets the bracket, fully takes the lead, and takes the EU ARMS PR Invitational number 8. What a match by both players! And congratulations to Riffer for winning the EU PR Invitational. Very well done! Phew! What a game! GG's to everyone. That was such a great tournament. The highest of play all around has been seen tonight on EU ARMS, twitch.tv/EU ARMS. And I couldn't be more grateful for it. Yeah, thank you everyone, to all the players who are playing, to all the viewers who are watching. This was such a fun time. And G to the G's. Most importantly, GG's.